Hi there, my name is Macy Martin, and I'm going to go over the Amsti page. So Amsti, if you click right here on Read More, Amsti stands for the Alabama Math, Science, and Technology Initiative, commonly referred to as Amsti. So that is what the acronym stands for, and the purpose of Amsti can be found right here. It is the State Department's initiative to improve STEM teaching statewide. So in the whole state of Alabama. Its mission is to support Alabama educators and students in learning STEM by doing STEM. Which brings me to my next point of Amsti's motto, and it is learning by doing. This relates to my teaching philosophy because I also learn by doing. That's how I like to learn, that's like how I like to teach. All of my learning and teaching is hands-on and interactive because I believe that people learn best through exploring themselves and inquiry-based learning and just getting their hands dirty and getting all into the content. Amsti aligns with the 5E instructional model because it wants to engage students by doing, and it wants to, it wants to engage learning by doing for staff and stakeholders. It wants to explore, explain, evaluate, and it wants to do all the 5E verbs that we see in the instructional model. Next are the 3 learning resources from Amsti Science Wakelet. So if you click on the Science tab right here, and you go to where it says Wakelet, you click right here and you will find a lot of these resources. So the ones that I chose are the proficiency scales, which tells you how to basically place the students on their level of mastery. There is also the course of study resources, which lets you know what exactly you need to teach, what you're responsible for teaching, and as well as student family resources. That's a big one. So if you ever need to give family resources, then, sorry, my niece is in the background. If you ever need to give your family resources, or if the student needs help outside of school, then you could provide resources for them at home. So you find that under the Wakelet, and you just click on any of these. So for instance, the course of study, and you will find multiple links of these. Find the standards unpacked. I'll click on one of these for an example. So this is the course of study for science, and you'll find all the grades and everything unpacked for that. Next is our digital literacy. I have my notes pulled up, sorry. The purpose of the digital literacy is it supports educators in delivering the Alabama digital literacy and computer science standards through a comprehensive suite of resources and professional development. So it includes unpacked standards, companion sites, and ALEKS-aligned lesson plans. Integration in lessons, I could incorporate a DLCS standard into my lesson in my practicum standard. I'm placing 6th grade, so I could offer the standard, which is allowing students to research and collaborate with digital resources. So that is under the recurring standards. We find that over here. So like I said, I'm in grade 6. And that would be under recurring standards and collaborative research. So right here, curate information from digital resources to answer research questions. So I could have kids in a collaborative group doing research and presenting their findings and stuff like that. A specific resource identification. So if we go back to the Amsti page under the DLCS, scroll down and you will find the DLCS Wakelet. And this is another compilation of all of the resources. So again, we have the proficiency scales, 1-pagers. I picked the proficiency scales just because it would help you kind of understand where to place the students, where their knowledge is, if they're proficient or not. And I'll just pull that up. 6th grade, and it gives you a list. If it'll load. Well, it's not loading. But that is what I would use, or I could also use the computer science practices classroom posters. So you could hang these up around your classroom to remind your students of computer science practices and how to do them. And that is how you navigate the Amsti website and some resources that I would use in my practicum. Thank you for watching.